Okay, hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking more about Algebra 2. In the last video we talked about rationalizing denominators, polynomials, and quadratic inequalities. In polynomials we talked about what they are, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, we're going to talk about later. Today we're going to be talking about circles and ellipses. So, we're just going to be talking about their equations, and yeah, so I'm going to just introduce you with what the equations are. So the equation for a circle is, and we actually talk about this later with conic sections, but I'm just introducing to you guys now because they're very useful in competitions. This is supposed to be an Algebra 1 topic, but keeping them in Algebra 2, because why not? So the circle equation is y is equal to x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So yeah, that's the equation for a circle. Now for an ellipse or an oval, what we call an ellipse in math, it is oh wait, no, y is not equal to anything, sorry. It is x minus h squared over r x squared plus y minus k squared over r y squared equals 1. We can multiply by rx squared, ry squared on both sides and get a different equation, but this is the basic one. Now what is r, what is y, what is k, what is h, what is x, what is rx, what is ry? We're going to talk about that. So we can expand this out too and get something else, and we can, if we knew like what it was expanded, then we can solve for it. So now let's draw the grid. I'm going to use a ruler because ruler's nice. So we have our graph, right? Oh god. Oopsie daisies. Okay, then our y-axis is gonna be right there. So now I want you to look at what happens when I draw a circle. So if I draw a circle like that, okay, it makes a circle. Good. At least good enough. So what does a circle mean? So actually I'm gonna go back on that one. Say we had a circle like that. Okay, that's good enough. So first step is to find the middle. So let's say it's around like right there. So now the middle is h comma k, and the radius is r. Okay. Now, why does that have to relate with how it's used in the circle equation? Well, if maybe you learned about this, but there's a thing called Pythagorean theorem, right? In a right triangle, right? Then there's a thing called the distance formula. So let's say you had two random points, and then you want to find the distance between them by creating a line. So what you do is, let's say this point is x2 comma y2, and this is x1 comma y1. What's the distance? So you create a triangle, this is gonna be x2 minus x1. This is y2 minus y1, and this is gonna be the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, right? That's the distance formula right there. Simple. Done. Now we're gonna use that to our advantage here. So we're finding all the points P such that we're finding all the points P such that actually we're finding all the points P which is in the form x comma y such that the distance from HK to XY is R. So what that means is that we create this, if it were here we'd create a triangle like that, right? There are many triangles. If it's here we'd create like that, right? Many triangles. So now let's say we had so that means that the distance between h comma k and px comma y means that x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r. We square both sides, and boom, we get the equation of a circle. What happened there? Okay, squared equals r squared, and that's the equation for a circle. It's that simple. Just find all the distance. Just find all the points such that the distance from the middle to that is a radius. That's the definition of a circle. Now I need to go back a lot. Might take a while. So how's your day? Okay, we know the distance formula, right? This video is actually a really fast one. It's actually almost done. Oh no. Let's get that back. So let's say this is the center of a circle, or of an oval, or an ellipse. So an ellipse looks something like that, right? Like that. There. In this case, the middle is actually around right here. So now, what you do is there are actually two radii of the circle. So we draw this, right? Seems natural, right? This is Rx, or this is Rx, and this is Ry. The radius in the y and the radius in the x. And they're perpendicular. The bigger one is called the major axis, and the smaller one is the minor axis. Okay, now this one's a lot harder to derive. But basically we're looking for all the points such that the distance to it is yeah, so this is wait. Yeah, this one's a lot harder to derive, but I'll derive it in the next video, hopefully. And I don't think you need a derivation for this one. You can kind of use the circle as a guide to this one. But anyways, see you guys in the next one. This is a really fast video. Bye.